Welcome to another episode of Chronicles with Kat. I am your host, Kat. Today, I have a very, very special person, the giver of life, the one who brought me into this world, my mother, Elizabeth. Welcome, Mom.
Hi.
Are you a little nervous?
Yes, I am.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know. I'm just nervous.
I'm going to let y'all know why she's nervous. So, today's topic is going to be about a single mom seeing her oldest daughter living through love and dating. So I wanted to get a perspective of a parent's view on this topic. So that's probably why she's a little nervous. Don't be nervous. It's just like a conversation between us on the couch.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so let's begin with describe to me when you're in a relationship, what that looks like, what the love in a relationship looks like for you.
In general?
Yeah. Well, no, for you. Like so when you're in a relationship, what does that relationship look like? What does the love look like?
Actually, since I'm at this, late years, I've learned a lot from the beginning to now. So I really think that the most important thing is communication. And respect. Communication and respect is probably the most important. So you have to be able to communicate and respect each other. That's pretty much it.
Okay. So what do you think are essential qualities for your daughters in a relationship?
Oh, first, what I just said. Somebody that is going to respect you, first of all. Is going to support you on whatever your goals are, and love you, love and respect.
So I know you said, I've gone through this many years. So what is probably one of the biggest lessons you've learned in all the years of dating, right? And into your current relationship, what is probably the biggest lesson that you learned in a relationship?
That I've learned.
Or maybe the biggest takeaway, what's the biggest thing you're like, man, that's something that will always stick with me forever?
No stuff.
Probably the respect. I think you communication and respect. Because have you always been the best communicator in your past relationships? No. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, and actually trust.
Okay.
Because if you trust the person you're with and they trust you, it's just like an open book. You don't have to hide anything. Everything is open. You guys can be best friends. And that's pretty much it.
I agree. I do think you have to be very much compatible and, like you said, be best friends. Your partner should be your best friend.
Yeah, you'll be able to talk to them about everything.
Absolutely. So... you've seen me go through some relationships, some tougher than others, I'm sure. So I asked my sisters these questions because I think I am very much the type of person, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Regardless of what you're going to tell me, regardless of how many times you told me, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I think I get that a lot from you. My mom and I are very much alike, so that's probably why we sometimes clash, and sometimes we're just, I give her advice too, and she's the same way. So, but if I could ask you this question, if there was anything that you could have told me during my last relationship that was almost for 10 years, and you knew that I was going to be receptive and had an open mind, what would you have told me? And, or was there anything you wished you would have told me that you didn't tell me?
Well, like you say, it's kind of hard to give you advice because sometimes you won't just take it, or you will just be defensive or whenever we're talking. But I think I didn't see that relationship going anywhere. For some reason, it's just I care for this person. I think he is like a really good guy, but I didn't think he was ready to commit. I mean, that's because he loved you, but maybe he was scared to a commitment because you guys dated for such a long time. So by that time, he would have introduced you to his family, or, you know, maybe include you more into his life. But it just seems that way. So time keep passing by and the relationship just stay there.
And when you say commitment, what are you referring to? Are you referring to like buying a house, moving in together, or are you referring to tying the knot, getting married?
Well, my hope is always see you married, okay? So, and I know that it doesn't happen like right away. You have to meet somebody. You have to know each other. You got to see if you guys are compatible. But yeah.
Here, that's what you meant. You meant like you didn't see it.
I didn't
that
see
we
it.
were going to get married or even move in together.
Maybe I thought about that. Maybe one day you guys will move in together. But marriage, I just didn't see it. I don't know why. And that actually kind of make me sad at times because, you know, like I said, I want you to be happy. You're such a outgoing, a good friend. I mean, you just do so much, and you give a lot of you. So I want the same back to you.
So was there a time in that relationship where you wanted to tell me that I don't think this is for you, and you shouldn't?
Of course. And you know, like sometimes I was afraid to ask, hey, how you guys doing? So, you know, always ask how he's doing, how you guys are doing, but I didn't know exactly what was going on. I mean, at times I even saw you a little bit tense, maybe not wanting to talk about it. And so it's just I just let it be.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you wish that you would have told me, or I mean, I know you said like, you know,
I always say that, you know, like if you don't force things, if you think that, I don't know if you ever saw this relationship going the right way. Maybe you should have given up. Maybe you should have given up before, but maybe you thought, hey, this is over, but then things got back and didn't work out, and well, let's try it again. So maybe I don't know if I told you, just like, you know, just let it go. What's yours is yours. And just move on. Just focus on yourself, Alisa, and you know, try not to think about that. Because it's very easy for me to say, hey, just give up. But I'm not in your shoes, so I know that your feelings get involved. And I've been in, maybe not in that position, but I know when, you know, you gotta let this person go, but you keep holding on to it, and, you know, nights come, and then you're alone, and you memories, and then you wanted to cry, you know, you feel like, you know, hopeless or helpless, because there's not much that you can do. I mean, you do so much, but you cannot go over and beyond. I mean, just there's only so much that you can do, because it takes two to tango.
Yeah. So. What have you noticed now that I'm single and I'm kind of just in this new season?
I think you're happier. I think you're being more yourself, because that's another thing. Sometimes in the relationship, you got to be yourself. I mean, if you're goofy, you can be goofy with your partner, with your friends, with your mom at church, whatever. And I feel like being more like yourself, because I think before you were more conscious what was said, what you're going to say. I don't want to make this person upset. I don't want to say something that it will, you know, bother him or whatever. So I think I see you more being yourself and happier. And I like that. And yeah, well, that's what I see.
Yeah, well, I think as a mom, you always want to see your kids happy, right? And you don't want to see them suffering or crying or anything. So,
I think you're getting to be in a good place with yourself, and you know, just wait what God have for you.
So I'm going to follow up what you just said. I was going to ask you, like, so what, you know, my Pati and I are very different. Bonnie and I are very different. But what do you want to see in my future partner, future relationship? What are things that you see me go through life, and as your oldest, what are things that are like, this is what the next person needs to have, like, in order for it to go somewhere? Although we don't know, right, that it will go somewhere. But like, what is it that you think? What are these qualities that the next person that I date should have?
I think this person needs to know who you are, how you are, your temper, be able to calm you down and just accept you for who you are and how you are with your faults. And I mean, he just have to, I think he needs to know you and accept you and love you this
As I am.
as you are, not try to change you, because we don't change people. Like, whoever accepts you is going to accept you the way you are, because that's like, on my case, that's what I tell, like my partner. I'm crazy and he's very serious. I'm, was joking around and he's more calm. So, a lot of times he told me, but, you shouldn't do this. Maybe you should be more serious. So I told, many times I say, well, so if you don't like the way I am, then you're with the wrong person, because this is who I am. And this is how you met me. This is how you fall in love. So this is me. So whoever is going to be with you is going to accept you the way you are.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Exactly. And I have a lot to go back with the communication, with the trust, be able to, if you're going to go out with your friends, he'll be okay that you're with your friends. I don't want somebody jealous in your life, because it is crazy. And, you have to be able to trust your partner. If you're going to go out with his friends, you know that he's with his friends.
Yeah.
And if he's going to be with you, somebody that's going to be with you is going to be with you because he wanted to be with you. And the same for you. If you are with that person, it's because you wanted to be with that person. And you'll be able to trust. Otherwise,
Yeah.
who's with you is going to love you and is going to want to be with you because he likes you, because, you turn him on, because whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody to be with me just because. I want that someone to be with me because that person likes me, because he feels good with me, because I make him happy, I make him laugh. I feed him,
Yeah.
So, that's what I want. I want somebody that accepts you the way you are, respect you, love Alisa, accept you with your bag that it comes with you. So,
Yeah.
the same way for you. So, because it's not easy to date somebody that already has, been in previous relationships, marriages and stuff.
That's true. That's very, very true. Have there been times throughout the years, of growing up, that you were extremely concerned or worried that I wasn't making the right decisions with the people that I was dating?
All the time. I'm always, like I say, I always wanted to, but sometimes we'll make mistakes, but we learn from our mistakes. And it's not how many times you fall, is that how you say it? It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up, pick up yourself and keep on going.
Yeah.
So, as a mom, I never really, how do you say that?
We can say it in Spanish if you need to.
I'm trying to respect your relationships. Even if I wasn't sure about the person you were with, even if I didn't like the person, I will just just let you be.
But do you think that that's important, to like your children's spouse or partner? Because I feel like if you don't like them for whatever reason, or you're seeing something that obviously we're not seeing, it's a reason why a mom is seeing it, right? For the most part, I think parents are very good about kind of seeing, like the good, the bad, and the ugly in people. And so do you think that's important though? Because if your child is dating someone that's not, in your eyes, a good catch.
The way I see it, it is and it's not. It depends on which point of view you see in this. Because for me, it is important because I'm a family person. I want my kids with their spouses to come and, get together. And it's probably a little bit of tension if you don't really like that person. So it's always good to, in both ways. Them like your family and we like them because, we become a blended families. So we're going to do things together, holidays and stuff. So I think it's kind of important to have, not necessarily that, hey, I hate him and I'm not going to let him in. So I'm going to try to be polite, and sometimes it's hard for me to do that. But I'm going to try to be polite even if I don't like that person.
And like I said, my mom and I are very much alike. So I don't think we've ever had this safe space, is what I'm going to call it, because obviously we're being recorded. We have someone in the room that's, not about it. But I feel like this is the first time that we've genuinely sat down and had kind of hard questions, and we're very much crybabies too. So like one of the things I told her is like, don't cry. But what is something that you've learned throughout your years that you want to pass down to not just me, but to like my sister and like our kids? What is something about love and relationship that you want to pass down? What advice do you want to pass down?
Well, I know that like you and I, like you say, hasn't been easy, but I think we have come a long way. I have 2 kids and I love both of them, but I always have this special burden for you. I want you to be happy. I want to see you happy. And we're such a small family. You, Ali, Patty, and Eli are my family. And I always say, you are the reason why I work, why I get up every morning, because I want you guys to be happy and not to struggle in life. So I want you to do the same for Ali. I don't want Ali to go through what you went through. I mean, it was hard for you growing up with my divorce and all that, and being a single mom, that is not easy. So you're a single mom yourself right now, and it's really hard to, to provide sometimes or to be there for them. So I really want you guys to be your Ali's best friend, be able to communicate with her, something that we didn't really have growing up, because, I mean, maybe you were going through a lot of stuff. I didn't know what you were going through because I was too busy working. I mean, I want to make sure that, that I have everything for you guys. So what I really wanted is like for you to have a good communication with your kids, so they can be able to come to you with anything that is bothering them, any problems. There's so much bullying and peer pressure out there. So, that if there is a problem, that they can talk to you. And I think Ali can talk to you. I don't know if she tells you everything, because we say, oh, my kids tell me everything, but
they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. But the same way with Patty. So if you guys can maintain that communication and respect,
So I think what you're trying to say is like the advice that you want to give down, to both, my sister and I and the kids, like communication is key.
It is.
It's important. Not just with your family, but
not with your partner, but with everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah, because this, like, they're going to grow up and they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
The last question I'm going to ask you is, I'm in this new season where I'm single. I'm
single and available? Oh, I don't know.
Yes, single and available. Since you said it, we're putting it out there. Yes, single and available. Thanks, Mom. biggest cheerleader here. But as I'm in this new season, where I'm single, I'm taking on projects that I've wanted to do. New doors are being opened for me. What are your wishes for me in this new season that I'm in?
Okay, first of all, I don't want you to rush into things. Just wait. You got to have that special person in there for you, and he's going to bring it to you when the time is right. So I think that if you meeting people, just know them, just be friends, just take it slow on both sides. Them taking them slow, and you too, because that person is going to come, and I know that a special person for you is there, and it's going to come, and you deserved to be happy. You deserve somebody that is going to take care of you. That as a single mom, I know that you got to work all the time because you don't have that extra support. And it's not that we're looking for somebody to support us to take care of you, because like me, you and Patty always been like a very hard worker people, and you can support yourself. But it's always nice to have that somebody that if you don't want to go to work, it's okay, because you have that person that can,
balance
help you. Yeah. And like I say, not looking for somebody that, oh my God, I'm going to quit working because I'm looking for somebody to alguien que me mantenga.
Pero si hay alguien allá que me quiere mantener, acá estoy también.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I want. I want you to, just keep doing what you're doing. Be cautious also, because you never know the true feelings. You don't want, like somebody that just wanted to have a good time. And
oh yeah,
so
definitely not.
So just somebody that at this age, I think marriage will be perfect. So you don't want to be dating forever, and
that's very true.
So,
True.
So maybe like if you find that somebody, just be upfront at the beginning. Hey, we're not here to play games. We already have if the other person have kids, you have your kid, I have my kids. So, let's try for something serious. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay. No hard feelings, but that's just be upfront. You don't want to say, hey, you got to marry me, but
make it clear.
Make it clear, yeah. So that they're not just like a one-night stand or something. So,
no, understood. Perfect words spoken from a mom. Well, before we end the podcast, I would like you to give either a saying or a Bible verse or a song, anything that has helped you through a tough time, what that encouragement was. That can be in Spanish or in English, because I know you probably would prefer this in Spanish. But what has been something that has helped you in the past, like that has encouraged you, whether it's a Bible verse, song, a saying?
Something that I always tell you, and I tell Patty, is that everything happened for a reason. So when you're going through tough times, it's okay, because something good is coming. Because God is always in control. God knows. I always say, I'm gonna die when my time it's there.
Let's not talk about this. But
no,
yes,
but I'm serious. So I always think that nothing happens if God doesn't allow it. En la Biblia hay un verso que dice, Filipenses 4:13, dice, todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. So I always believed that God is in control. So it doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what you go through. It doesn't matter. Whether it's good or bad, it's okay, because everything happened for a reason. So always have faith, trust in God, because that's it. It doesn't matter. Like if I'm late today, it was meant for me to be late. If I missed the flight, it was a reason why I missed the flight. So just have faith and believe that todo lo que pasa porque tiene que pasar, porque Dios lo permite, y it is what it is. So sometimes it's hard for people to, understand that, but that's it. We're going through, and you know that as a family, we going through tough times, but just keep believing and praying and have the faith that whatever happens, there is a reason why. So, and God is in control of everything. So that's pretty much it.
Well, Mom, thank you for coming. Thank you for, even though I know you were nervous when I called you, you said, okay, I'll do it. Thank you for being my biggest cheerleader and supporter.
And you know that I'm always here for you. And I tell you and I tell the kids, call me at any time, no questions asked. And I know you're by now you're not going to call me, but you know that I'm always here. And for you, for Ali, for Patty, for Eli. And I'm here for you guys.
I know. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, guys, thank you for coming to another episode with Chronicles with Kat. I hope you leave inspired and you see that the love of a mother never goes without saying the least tears. Until next time, bye.